What's up, Stepper? I got a question. At first glance, what do these 5 gentlemen have in common? Yes, they all post content about wholesaling real estate, but why do they post this content? I'll give you a hint. It's not because they like you. They don't even know you. So the reason they post this content is the same thing that they all have in common, which is, and in some cases was, to escape the wholesale real estate rat race. Yes, wholesaling real estate is a rat race. And anybody that tells you otherwise has not wholesale real estate, because this is a wholesale real estate transaction. You go from A to B to C, with you being B. When you get the property directly under contract from A, you now have the right to sell that contract to C. Once C closes that deal, the title company will give you a check or a wire directly to your account. After that happens, guess what? A rat race, you go in a circle, which means that you do the same thing again and 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 again. That being said, in order for you to get out of this rat race, you have to find something different to do. And these 5 gentlemen, they cracked the code. And here's the proof. If you head over to Chris Brew's YouTube channel and check out his About Me section, you will see that he refers to himself as the internet landlord. And he also does not post as consistently as he used to. Back in 2019, when I was at JD Byrider, being a full-time car detailer, I would listen to Escaping the REI Newbie Zone. He was posting at least once a week, maybe even 2 to 3 times a week. But these days, he doesn't, because he's the internet landlord. That means that he receives income from the community that he's built and the brand that he's built, and also the speaking engagements. So now, in addition to the wholesale real estate income process that he's already built, he's receiving joint ventures from the community that he's built, and also receiving passive income from his YouTube channel, in addition to whatever other income that he got, right? So that's one person that has escaped the wholesale real estate rat race, and go check out his blueprint. Now next, we have Maxwell. See, when I first started, again, real estate investing, I heard Maxwell's story about, he was in the military or in the army, he had to come back, and he was living in the basement of his parents' house, and then he closed his first wholesale deal. From there, he says he never had a month under 14K. So he kept closing wholesale deals, but what he was also doing is posting a ton of content on YouTube. So if you look at Maxwell's bio, you will see that he now no longer posts as much content, because he encourages you, anybody that comes to his channel, to check out all the content that he's already posted, right? So that is a big blueprint. That's a big thing that already shows you that he's escaped the real estate investing and the real estate wholesaling process. But if that's not enough, you can actually read his bio. He explains that he has escaped the wholesale real estate rat race. He doesn't say rat race, but he explains that he's a serial entrepreneur and he does other things, right? But if you check his foundation, again, it lies within wholesaling real estate, right? So now we have Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP. Guys, I was, again, 19 years old, trying to figure out what I was gonna do in my life. Once I heard about wholesaling real estate, I just wanted to learn wholesaling real estate. And Mr. TTP, he definitely provided. He gives out a ton of content, but what sets him apart between the first two is that he's still out here today posting a ton of content, right? But now, just because he's posting content doesn't mean that he's escaped the real estate wholesaling rat race. But what leads me to believe that he has escaped the rat race is that our guy has a whole studio dedicated to real estate investing content, right? Wholesale real estate content specifically. And he also posts short and long-term content every single day. Guys, if you're really out here in the field, you know that posting content every day is a challenge. And if you're going to post it every day, it can't be high quality. If you're just out here in the field wholesaling real estate, that's what I did last year. I posted content 5 days a week. It was informational content, wasn't as high quality, I would say, not as much as it is now. But that being said, it was a stepping stone. Just like Mr. TTP, Brent Daniels. If you check out his last content, or like if you go back years, his content was not near as high quality as it is these days. From his studio to his camera to his whole setup, it's not near as official as it is now as it was when I was watching it back in 2018 when I was watching his content. his stuff was, it looked like he just started, right? It looked like he was trying to find his way, but then he escaped the wholesale real estate rat race, and he's definitely dedicated to growing his, TTP brand. Check out Mr. Brent Daniels, right? Now, the same thing goes with our guy, Flipman, right? He is so official that when I first started, I did not know his name. And to be honest with you, I still don't know his name, right? That being said, he has been real estate investing, check out It's About Me, since 2003, guys. If you look at Flipman YouTube channel, he's still posting every single day. Not only posting though, he goes live every single day. In addition to going live, he also posts topical content. Topical content is designed to get new real estate investors, new wholesalers attached to your brand, attached to your journey. Because with these new real estate investors and new wholesalers, they're more prone to purchase newbie content, which I mean by newbie content by courses and things that derive from how to wholesale real estate. They will purchase this stuff. Now, if you're already in the real estate investing process, you're not going to be purchasing, how to wholesale real estate content or how to wholesale land. But Mr. Flipman, he figured it out, right? So back in 2018, 19, he had a whole setup behind him already. He had everything that he has right now, he had that back in 2018, 19. So he said he'd been doing this since 2003. From my personal experience, maybe he, decided when he decided to become a full-time in his YouTube journey, he decided that doing real estate investing just didn't make sense to keep doing the same thing over and over again when it comes to just doing wholesale real estate, to keep doing the same thing over and over again. But he does explain to you that wholesaling real estate is the best way to start real estate investing because you have no cash or credit required. But he stays topical. So this topical content, in addition to being live every day and having a studio set up, it gives us proof that he has indeed escaped the wholesale real estate rat race. Now, before we get into last and definitely not least, this guy maybe even really have I would say the biggest impact, to be honest with you. I'll say second biggest. Max Maxwell was the first, just seeing a black man out there doing what he do. But being able to witness Mr. King Kong wholesale to millions impacted me in ways that has resonated to this very day in ways that I couldn't even imagine, and I only can imagine now because I'm living it, right? But before I get into that, guys, I want to say briefly, I would appreciate if you would consider liking and subscribing to this video. In addition to liking and subscribing to this video, guys, back when I first started real estate investing in 2018, I was 19 years old. I became full-time after 9 months, right? So 2019, I've been full-time real estate investing for the last about 3.5 years, right? This being said, I realized about a year into full-time real estate investing that I cannot spend my whole life freaking doing this. I can't spend my whole days calling people, having them say yes, and no, whatever, closing the deal, and they're receiving a $5, $10, $15, $20,000 check. I can't keep doing that. It doesn't fulfill me, right? Yes, the money's okay, but it doesn't fulfill my spirit. That being said, when I recognized this, I recognized that I had to escape the rat race, and it hit me because I'm like, dang, I just worked my tail off to escape one rat race, being a 9-to-5 job, right? I just did that, but now I'm in another one. How do I get out of this? And this one is worse because you get paid more. That's what's dangerous about the wholesale real estate rat race. If you're not careful, you'll become complacent just due to the money that you are receiving and also the time that you're putting in. You can become complacent because you're working from home if you got everything set up correctly. That being said, I realized that wasn't for me. I had to escape the rat race, which is why I started this Steps to Success digital media company. That being said, guys, let's get into King Kong. King Kong, wholesale to millions. Guys, he posts daily on YouTube, but not just on YouTube. My guy King Kong posts daily high quality content on several social media platforms, and they are also different content types on each, suited to each criteria, suited to each social media platform. This guy's official, right? So that gives us proof that he's definitely escaped the wholesale real estate rat race. But if that isn't proof enough, the thing that I love about King Kong is that he is not shy about showing you and telling you, but forget telling you, showing you how much money he's earned and is earning from not just real estate investing, but also his YouTube channel and all other forms of income that he has coming in. That being said, once you see all that, you understand that he has escaped the wholesale real estate rat race. But not only, with these 5 guys, right? They didn't just escape this rat race by chance, guys. They understood that it was a rat race, and that is why I made this video. I hope faithfully you understand wholesaling real estate is a rat race, which means that it is not the end goal. Once you get your first wholesale deal, which you will get your first wholesale deal, like that's guaranteed, right? Like that's gravity. That being said, once you get that first wholesale deal, you have to do that again and again and again. And if you're building a life, right? If you're having kids, if you're getting married, you're moving around, you're just living life. If you're doing that, then you're stuck in a rat race, no different than you being stuck at a 9-to-5 job. You have to grow yourself out of this rat race. Now, you just got 5 different examples of people who felt it was necessary for them to grow themselves out of the rat race. And if you tap into their brand, they'll even go into a little bit on how they went out of the rat race. But with here to stay here, with escaping the wholesale real estate rat race, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe because this was the first segment. I'm going to make it my business. It really does drive me to faithfully, I want you guys to understand, because as I'm growing right now, I'm in the process of escaping the wholesale real estate rat race. So as I'm going through it, I just want to shine light on the fact that people are doing this. This is not the end goal. I know to somebody, to you watching this, maybe you're a stepper out there at a full-time job that you don't feel fulfilled by. You like, man, I can only imagine being able to create my own schedule, to live where I want to, and to have my money not depend on where I live at. You probably just think that's the best thing in the world, right? And granted, it is a step to, what you really ultimately want to be at, but it's not the end goal. So go ahead, get from behind that desk, wherever you at, or if you're a stepper out there that's, already closing deals, then, continuously close your deals, but make sure you stay tuned in to this segment of escaping the wholesale real estate rat race, because it is the most important segment on the whole internet when it comes to wholesaling real estate. You have 1,000 people show you how to wholesale real estate. We're gonna talk about how to get out of that rat race, guys. But until then though, get the stepping.